What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Strange Builds. Is this strange though? I don't think so. It's more stealthy. So welcome back to Strange Builds, the Stealth Entrances episode. Alright, now I should point out now in the very beginning that there's a chance that none of these are original builds. You know, there's only so many blocks, and so there's only so many things you can do, and well, there's a whole lot more people advanced than I. And matter of fact, the truth is that I get on YouTube, just like you and everybody else, and I look for things. You know, when I ever have questions, I go to find how-tos as well. Anyway, however, these three things that I'm going to show you tonight, oh, there's one, I did not look up tutorials on. I did arrive at these on my own conclusion. Can't say that they're mine and that's my build and I should get credit for it, but I did arrive at these on my own conclusions. So let's talk about these stealthy entrances and what you can do with them. Yeah. Okay, so what I have here is a kind of a platform where I'm going to show you three types of entrances, and the reason why there's three is this was kind of the progression. So a special friend of mine who also does Minecraft may have some books, and the books outline, you know, very beginner basic stuff. And so one day I was being shown, hey, look, I've got a secret entrance to my home, which is a cave. Sure, I like caves. I like things built into caves. I've got more than a few places I've built like that. Matter of fact, there's one well, it's over there somewhere. And so basically, instead of just straight up having a door, you use a lever, and then that opens your door, and then you can go in and then close it off on the other side. Normally, this would all be inside of a cave, and this wouldn't be here because this was actually overflowing from the other entrance, but basically just using simple mechanics, using these sticky pistons and levers to open and close the doors. And although this is incredibly simple, when I was shown this, to me, I was like, well, this lever kind of gives it away. And then what I've done here, and I'm going to go ahead and change this, but what I've done here is I've kind of marked out in red where the secret doors actually are. Okay, just for make it easier. So if you would imagine that these were made out of, or that if I were to replace these with say, well, we'll just do this here, you can see how it could be considered kind of stealthy. It doesn't look obviously like there's a door. However, this setup, it kind of does. So I said, hey, you know what would be better was if you take this and you replace it with a switch. Much more difficult to see. But the problem is that switches are on or off, and buttons are momentary. So, and I need those. Well, now my door stays open forever, so that's not going to work. So that led me on a hunt to find a way to use a button. So now I have to have double the pistons and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is where the transition went. All right, so if you want to build this very simple, so basically that sends a signal to there because they're connected by blocks, and then this is the same way. These are connected by blocks. So it sends a signal to open and or close, and then the other one just on the other side counteracts the other lever. Really, really, really simple. Okay, and then where I had gone after that was, let's go to something you can hide. Well, I was almost completely disappeared there. Something you can hide in very plain sight, whether it looks like it was in a wall face, or if there was some surrounding scenery on this rock face, which I have so kindly decorated over here. So this particular one entrance could be built into a flat rock face, or you could kind of make it look like the surroundings as well. So this one, though, instead of entering through the wall, you basically just run, well, let's see, there we go. You basically just run up to it, hit the button, and then you drop into your whatever place. Now, things you could do, depending on what kind of, or how far this drop goes, so there's the door there. You could put a, say if you don't want to take fall damage, you could put a blob down in here. And that would keep you from taking fall damage. I actually don't know where the blob is at the moment. So, yeah. I assume it's in here. Anyway, no matter. If you had the blob, that's gonna bug me. Slime block, there it is. Okay. If you had the slime, if you put the slime block in here, you won't take any fall damage. Let's say if you were falling, you know, another boing, boing, boing. Yep. So if your drop was much lower, and then of course you could have your entrance. You have a little walkway to your entrance here. And then basically have that open up into a room, and then you could have your underground dwelling. So if this was another row now, I could actually, you would actually close all of this in, so none of that was visible. Anyway, that's pretty dang stealthy. Okay, so how I built this one is, so right now we have a piston that's obviously in the open position, and whenever we press the button, it actually moves one piston, which removes a block of redstone, which allows the piston connected to this to close. Doesn't stay open very long, and then you can you can put some repeaters in here or do some other things in order to make when that opens and kind of how long it stays open. You can kind of change all of that stuff. I just kind of did a quick job here. So press the button, it opens, and you fall right in. So to build this, you can kind of see the, we do know the button is attached here on the other side of this block. So we simply just run down to in here. So that redstone is actually directly on top of this block, which does activate this. So that pushes that redstone block out of the way, which means this one will no longer have power, which will pull away this, allowing us to fall through the floor. So that's pretty dang stealthy if you want to have a drop-in. Now, kind of the problem with the drop-in stealth is that you will need to have an exit, a way out of your domicile, wherever it is that you're getting into. Whether you use this method where you drop yourself out of it again at a different area, that's completely up to you, or you have some self-closing doors that will close behind you, which is also an option as well. All right, but I wanted to use buttons. I wanted to be able to get in and out, and I wanted to be able to make this in a particular place where it could blend in if I was building this into either dirt or stone, a hill or rock face. Now in here, I have these blocks that I've all built up, and none of these are required to be here. I was trying to make it kind of look like, I don't know, the side of a mountain, whatever. There's your button. Just, hey, there it is, right there. The only thing is we do require at least 2 blocks to be here. And, ooh, never mind, 4. Thank you for pointing that out. So we do require at least 4 blocks. So we can't build it flush. There's probably ways to do it. I haven't figured it out yet. Again, I just kind of built this up to look natural, but ooh, I lied. Okay, we also have to have a block here. So at minimum, this is what you'll have to have in order to make this work. Okay, but momentary open and close. So basically, you're just kind of running in, and you press your button, and you go in, and then you can go into your place. Same thing on the way out. You hit your button on the way out. Now, truthfully, you could use any other. You could use the wooden button here to give yourself a little more. Oh, I don't know if you want to make it more visible. That way you know where it is. And basically, how that works is that button connects directly to these two pistons. When those two pistons, when you activate that, those two pistons push away the power blocks, powering the doors to stay open, which closes the door. So when you do that, it temporarily takes away its power, allows the door to actually open. Now, what's going on right there, I don't know. I don't know why that's kind of clipping like that. And that also, this particular block down here stays like this. It doesn't affect the door, but so it'll rescind, or excuse me, it'll retract, and then do its thing. The door will close, and then it will push back out again. So, a little unsure why it's doing that, but I can tell you that the system works. And then basically all this would be, you need to have yourself a little hallway here. Okay, all this would be closed off, but yeah. So pretty simple setup there. And then basically we have so our button is actually located on this block. So that button activates here, and then here's your run. Now the reason why I have it run up there is because I would assume that you would actually have a roof here, and then probably a something similar to this. We can make it a double wide. So we wanted to exit. And then this could be all of your, whatever it is that you're building. Secret laboratory, chicken farm, or basement of doom. And then you just walk out. Yeah. Pretty simple. So this was the method that I used on my most previous stream the other night when I built the... This just ain't gonna fly fast enough. This is how I built the entrance into the mega ball, the giant ball, the 50 block diameter sphere. Now I did remove, I need to fix this here. So here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna get some dirt. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to remove this, that, place that there. So in this case, this giant 2-hole would kind of give away that there may be a door there. The wood block doesn't look too bad on dirt, but for the most part, how I have this position under these trees, and with that entrance located so far away from there, this is as far as I'm concerned, a pretty well hidden or pretty stealthy entrance. Now I did come in here earlier and kind of take some blocks out of here so I could remember the pathways that it all takes. And actually what I had in here before I took it out was actually a light. I was using a beacon light, which provides light. down here, but has this neat black effect. So I think that's pretty cool to use for overhead lighting. But yeah. Now there's one other thing I wanted to show you, that you can actually have multiple places to put your button. What you saw in there, I did have two. Why two? Well, I was kind of like, why not? Really? Oh yeah, once again, it's been a while since we've been to the Proving Grounds. Guys, welcome to the Proving Grounds. This area has been featured in many of streams. We've done all kinds of fun stuff here, and basically what this place is here, and also over there, and over there, this is basically the place where I have done streams and shown different things to build, and why you should and why you should not. And I've called it the Proving Grounds. It's kind of like, you know, hey, I want to figure something out. I want to learn how to do this. And I come over here and I build, and then I show it off. Yeah, that's what I do. So welcome back to the Proving Grounds. So anything touching this block, including this block here, which is currently absent of block, any switches put here will activate or not activate this block. So you could throw one here. So if you want to do it this way, you could basically, it's where do you want? Where do you want it, on the left or do you want it on the right? You know, that's kind of up to you, but you have options. Alright, so I think the only thing that's left to do is we should, now that we know how to do this, we should go and build this. We should go and do a functional tutorial and how you can make this like blend in. So we'll go find a rock face with a formation that looks realistic, that we don't have to modify or change. Too much. I don't really want to spend too much time looking. I don't really want to waste your time. But over here could be promising. So this will work 100%. The only thing we would have to do is change one thing. Oops. And that would be right here. So this is an already existing structure. And here's what we're going to do. So this is where our door is going to be. So that means pistons will go here, which means they'll actually go right here. Okay, in order to power these pistons to keep them closed, we will have redstone blocks here. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of this area. This will be our actual pathway into whatever we're building here. Okay, we'll have another set of pistons right here. And these will be the ones that remove these. Alright, so now those are closed. Or the door is closed. Oh, I did put a block there, but I don't think that's necessary. That's just nice. It actually just kind of works out perfect. And we'll find out when we have to modify this a little bit. That's all right. Alright, so we do know for sure that we do want a button here. Yep. And we know that we can put a button here. But we need a button here. Good. That's what I thought. And then we would need to make that button. Blend it a little bit better. All right, so we need I don't, at the second, I'm not knowing if it's necessary to have it there. We're going to remove it and see what that does. Oops. Okay, cool. So, yeah. That's it. So I busted, that was the one that I put in to begin with. And that's where it got connected to. Alright, so we press this button here. Signal travels. Okay. Over our heads. Because remember, all this will be closed in. And then really you could, kind of make this path go wherever you wanted. That could lead to a, like I said, whatever it is, wherever it goes. Now, one of these blocks. Oh, that's the part I can never remember. Is it that one? Yeah, okay. So here I would put some kind of light in, whatever kind of light you want, really. We'll just do this one because it's conveniently right there. I knew I was going to do that. Now, I don't think you can run redstone. I don't think so. So, what else do we have that glows? Let's try some glowstone. See what that does. Aha, okay. So, if you want to do lights in here and have any type of, to be uniform here. that's it. That's your very secret, stealthy entrance. And really the easiest, I mean, so then at this point in time it comes looking for this button at an angle. Because when it's straight on, it pretty much just disappears. And you can kind of see, I mean, you're looking for it. I know you're looking for it, but man, if you're just moving around, the thing disappears really quick and you can't find it. Nobody would ever know. So if you want to feel like you get a nice, super secret, stealthy entrance, and I broke something. What did I break? I have to go in there and find out. I guess I should have just left that alone. Well, lesson learned. Alright, so you can put redstone dust on glowstone, but it doesn't work, apparently. Well, now we know. Who knew? I'll just have to find some alternative ways to light the area. Alright guys, I won't keep you up, so without further ado, we'll let you get back to your regularly scheduled programming. Did I lose it already? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, so thanks for coming to visit Strange Builds and or Stealthy Entrances. If you guys have any comments or anything you want to see done, you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to message me here or on the PlayStation Network as VapeQuest_712. The names are the exact same. Alright, yeah, take it easy.